Hey everybody, Jerry here. I wanted to go over how I trade these massive announcement candles slash news candles that we've been getting over the last 90 days or so. We get these huge expansion candles that they're like literally moving the market 7, 8, 9, 10 points at a time. So I'm going to go over in this video how I navigate those, how I trade those, and how I've been very, very profitable with them and how to make a lot of money doing it. So in this was a live session. We had one of those candles happen today. It moved the market this massive amount up. And then I was able to establish some ranges, take calls and puts, took 5 trades in it total. 4 of them were green, massive amounts of money is captured on this. 1 hour from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. I was able to capture this and make that happen. So I'm going to tether in that Zoom link into this video. It's about an hour long. I'd highly recommend you watch it in 1 to 1.25 speed, maybe 1.5 speed. Save some time of your life and get after it. But if you like the way I trade, please like, subscribe, do all that shit. You know what to do. See you in the next video. And let me know what you think in the comments about this one. This was a really, really cool, really badass afternoon of trading. So see you guys soon. Good afternoon, everybody. Do a quick sound check and audio check from everyone, or anyone, I should say, who is on. Team, my support and resistance is on nothing. As you guys can see, a magic Trump tweet happened and the market loves it. So let's continue on with its momentum. 114 to go on this candle. I'm going to set support. Hang on. I'm going to set support at the bottom of this little doji. As you guys can see, lots of reactions and wicks going on here. Resistance. I'm going to mark at the top of this red candle, firm and green, and above that, and we have draw up to the top of these bodies. Lots of movement going on here. We will need a wide stop to protect this red wick. So if that is not what you like to do, don't do it. June 12th, 741 calls, team. Firm. And above this resistance line is 734.89. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and buying here. Filled at 153. No stop. Let's let it come back up past that wick, hopefully one more time. Be quick here to execute. And taking half their team at 167. Filled at 166. Stops at break even. All right, team, I'm going to keep us alive and try to get the max out of our contracts here above overarching resistance at 736. If we stay alive, we've got lots of room and room up. Stop coming off. Stop back on. And stopped at break even. Oh, not quite enough there to get that second piece off. I was looking for like 1 78 to 180 is trying to get as much as we can on these big candles, but it didn't happen. How's everybody doing? Everybody feeling good? Okay, team, moving some lines around. This is price action in real time. Firm and below 734.20. We have to have drawdown to the 733.21, which we have plenty as we speak. So let's see if this happens for us or not. We have a huge amount of expansion going on here. These candles are big and volatile, so not too concerned with my underlying support team. I'm gonna watch it, respect it. If it ticks it a couple times and bounces off of it, then we'll deal with that accordingly. Joseph, on my iPad, do I use the TV? I'm on the app, my man. And I use the desktop app on my computer, but I don't ever really use TradingView on my MacBook Pro. Just my Weeble desktop there. And there's perfect reactions off of that at 110, 112. Okay, team, I have these 741s pulled up. Going to size relatively small with a wide stop if we get this firm close here. Looking at the 725, June 12th, 725 puts. Firm and below underline at 733.21. And obviously staying away. I think this would have been a really good setup though. If anyone took it, they're probably in some gonna make some money here. Hey, did I misspeak by any chance? Sorry. 725 puts is what I was looking at. What's going on? And we were in the 741 calls, I believe. Yeah, we were in the 741 calls. We took them and got half off. Anybody in these puts? Mm. Looks like you would have got half off, possibly stopped at break even, maybe still alive, depends. All right, team. Lots and lots of confirmation in respect to this level. Firm candle. Now we're in this. It's going to move this in real time just for some clarity purposes. And taking resistance to 733.90. One could argue it could be a little bit higher here. However, I want to use this a little bit more aggressive because the price is so big. Cool. Sorry, guys, about that. I was probably still looking at the call contracts that were on my option chain. Okay, team, puts are pulled up. I have the June 12th, 725 puts pulled up. Thirty-five seconds. Those are priced at about a buck 44, buck 45 right now. We just need a firm candle for this. Going to need that wider stop, so sizing accordingly. 5 seconds, looking for firm candle. 2, 1, and obviously staying away. All right, we waited out, guys. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys got for me? Celery, awesome, man. What are you going? You going on another cruise, bro? That's my turn to buy. You didn't have to buy last time, man. You know, Steve, my thoughts on the same candle gaps up or down, man. I don't have a lot of like I haven't back tested those gaps. Like I definitely see them, and I think some of that's just the real time data that we're using and subscribing to. So I don't put a lot of emphasis on them from a personal standpoint, but I know Ryan does, so it's probably a better question for him than me. Parker, top of my DJ's playlist lately, man. I have Whiskey Myers playing right now, man. But Zach Bryan, Whiskey Myers, Tyler Childers is all kind of the same bluegrass country genre that I like. Cameron, what's your chart looking different for? See this little green dot up here? Do you have three little wiggly lines next to it? And if you do, click through that and it'll walk you through getting real time data, buddy. Charlie, is there an antidote for being an effing idiot? You started up 2.6 and at Tuesday and went through a bad day, ended up 2.6 down, 5.2, swing red, revenge trading, over trading, size discipline, right? Discipline. Discipline's a huge part of it, man. Consistency is another huge part. I think that you're closer to it than you think. The fact that you're admitting that you made the mistake. We're humans. We're all going to make mistakes, buddy. There's no way out of that. Um, the way I see it is you get a free pass to make the mistake once. You make it twice. Now you're choosing to be an idiot. But that's just my thought process, buddy. Just set those in the very beginning when you're not profitable or you're just becoming profitable. Just set small, realistic goals, 2 to 2.5% account growth. Be consistent with it and prove to yourself you can do it. 90 days of that, then start sizing up a little bit. This is a long game, guys. This isn't a race. Like every trade's not going to be these huge grand slams and things like that. So just that's my mindset of it. Team, the 740 calls are pulled up. 1 minute left. I'm moving over, arching down to here. I would like this to clear this lower swing point. So I'm going to modify this in real time, watching it react to that. So we need to be above what our old support was. We get calls above this 734.24 all day long, and then puts anywhere below that line and to hold the support where it was. And if this oddly enough turns violently red, we'll do it. 18 seconds, team. Be ready. Let's hit this pops for us. 5 seconds. Come on. It's got to be up and above. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and buying here. Filled at 161. No stop. A little bit more, team. Go risk free here. And taking half their team at 175, filled at 175. Stops at break even. Stop is coming off. Taking a quarter their team at 185. Filled at 187. Fantastic there. Stop is in at 164. Let's take it back to the top of the range. What do you say, guys? Stop going to 170. Breaking stragglers out of this. Stop going to 180. Stop going to 186. Stop to 190. Stragglers are alive in this, guys. Come on. Come get the highs of the day. Let's go. Still alive for the moment. Just sat on my stop. It didn't get me. Looks like it's going to now and stopped. Stragglers are still alive in this. We'll look for re-entry above overarching, and let's see what else happens. How's everybody doing? Everybody alive? Everybody with me? I'll circle into some questions in just a second, guys. 2 minutes, looking for re-entry above 734.94. Switching to 741s. Stragglers are still alive, and the other ones, I'll call those out as I manage them. I'm going to keep my 20 positions sitting there. We've got plenty of room all the way up to the PDL touches. We've got a large range of consolidation. James, thanks, buddy. All right, team, 1 minute. Todd, nice move. Beautiful trade. Thanks, Moses. I appreciate you, man. I love buying the bottom of a range with a beautiful confirmation of entry and trying to take it to the top of the range and then past. Richard, I will explain the hybrid after this candle. Take notes and focus up, guys. I will do my very best to make a very clear example of the hybrid strategy because we have beautiful price to show it. 35 seconds. Team, if you were super green on the day and super green on the week, consider not taking another trade. The setup is very good. I wish we were still alive in the first one with my trailers, but the candles whipsawing just took me out of the trade. Switching down to the 742s. And buying here. Filled at 137. No stop yet. Expect a large retracement here down into the 734.94s. And I'll do my very best to get us risk-free if this allows me to. Should be sized very small in this one if you're in it, team. And putting stop in, team, at 110. Like I said, very wide stop. That's what it needs to do to protect the resistance line down here, guys. And stop there. Yeah, just got me. Thought I had a wide enough stop on that, but I didn't. All good. Okay, team, let's talk about hybrid. All right, I'm going to move some lines here. We're going to wait a little bit for some clarity after that. Support and resistance move. Richard, you with me? All right, Richard, everybody listen up. Hybrid trade to the best of my ability. This is really good price to explain this, okay, guys? Your major range right now of support and resistance is very clearly, and I'm going to mark this in white so my lines are not on it so we can see it. That's the top of the range, 736.30. That is resistance. Bottom of the range, marking it in the same white line, 733.17. You have a huge gap here, right, guys? You with me? 736.30, 733.17. That is your major range of what we are trading in of consolidation. Fair enough? That makes sense? Okay, good. If it doesn't, come back and watch it later. Moving those white lines out of the way, we will put, for this explanation purposes, overarching 736.28. And now we will put underline here. Okay. Now, inside of support and resistance are lower levels of support and resistance. Okay. So for this particular explanation, we can use the bottom of this body here, 734.20. And now you have draw down to 733.18. And now for resistance, you are in bullish structure inside of consolidation. So we can hold the same level of resistance that we had here, top of these wicks. We come up through it, it retraces. So this never breaks the structure. It retraces down and now wants to continue up as we're seeing it currently. That doesn't mean it will. Okay. So now, if you were to take a a green firm candle above resistance, you have draw to the top of the range, and then about an 81% chance plus continuation to the top of the range. If it closes below support, you have approximately an 82% chance for it to come to the bottom of the range. Now, you have 50-50 for it to continue past that, but you have a very high probability of a risk-free trade there. And you have a very high probability of a risk-free trade here. So what you're looking for is your broad range of support and resistance, and you're looking for a lower range inside of that. And sometimes you have to read through some noise, sometimes you don't. Sethery, have a great flight, man, and 7.1% scale between 3 and 12% on each trade. Congrats, buddy. Richard, anybody have any questions about that explanation of this trade? Or not this trade, the hybrid trade. Bush, great, man. I'm glad that, appreciate that. Good show and tell. Okay, team, now we have our consolidation range here. And also with the hybrid trade, you can clean up levels, you can use wicks. They don't have to be precise. What you're looking for is a tight range of support and resistance within a broad range of support and resistance with enough draw to one or the other. Richard, awesome, bro. You're welcome, my man. Hmm. John Parsons, you have the two squiggly lines. You need that one little green dot like that's on mine right here. Click those red lines. It's going to ask you blood type, where your family's from. If you know anyone that does insider trading, Nancy Pelosi, possibly the Trump administration, Martha Stewart, etc. And if you're not friends with them, they'll let you have it. No, no problem, guys. I'm sure I left off quite a few members of Congress and Senate that have the playbook that we all want. Team, this blue line of mine, I'm going to go back and check it after this candle. I think I moved it by accident when I was grabbing a different line. Yes, Cameron, it is separate. You want to get the NY, I think it's the NYSE ARCA is what you're looking for. Yep, that's it. New York Stock Exchange. All right, team, 30 seconds. 741 calls are pulled up. This is a real tight range. I'd be completely okay if it stays inside this little range for a candle or two. Three seconds. Two, one. Ooh, very undecided candle inside this range. All right, team, just cleaning up that line real quick that I moved by accident. Alan, why focus on TradingView as opposed to Webull for the charts? So when you're on your actual option chain that you're looking to trade, the Webull chart is showing you that actual option. So TradingView is showing you the price movement of SPY. Ryan, you don't have the wiggly lines. Ryan, did you just recently pay for it? And if so, just log out or not log out, maybe shut it down and close it out and come back into it. And then it probably will reset it to work for you, my man. Ryan, I don't think it's the bundle. I could be wrong on that. I think you just need the NYSC ARCA data when you click here. It'll click those little red lines. It'll take you there. The NYSE ARCA is which one you're after. The real-time data there. All right, team, 7:41, June 12th, 7:41 calls are loaded up. Switching to put 727 puts firm and below 734.25 and obviously staying away. Alan, you don't understand the answer no matter what the option purchase. You're still watching the 5 and 1 minute data on the S&P 500 chart. Yes, correct. On TradingView, we watch the 5 minute and the 1 minute. I have the 2 minute on mine. You were looking at Webull for your execution. That's where the trade happens. Yeah, Ryan, that looks like you got it right, bro. James A, why the 2 minute? I just been comparing the 2 minute to the 1 minute. Just doing a little bit of back testing on that. The 2 minute seems to be the 1 minute just seems to not. I'm sorry. The 2 minute seems to give me a better exit of where to look at once I'm into trailers and where to manage that trade at. It's a little bit quicker in time for the way we scalp out trades. The 1 minute just has a lot more noise on it for me. So the 2 minute clean that up for my execution of where to put trailers at. Yes, Ryan, it's like $3 a month or maybe like 320 something a month. It's not expensive at all. You got it, James. What you gonna do, Spy? Go up or down? Ryan, I'm not sure what the bundle is, man, but I don't think you do. There might be some like future indexes or something in there that might be necessary if you trade that way. I don't have that. Um Ryan, Ryan, when he was leading live session this morning, he did not have it. His had expired and he did the video. So you can probably go back and watch his video of how to do it. Yeah, I think you just got the whole big bundle of it, buddy. Ryan. Well, although that will give you what you need. I don't think you need all that. All right, team, minute and 20. Calls above 734.96, puts below 734.25. And although I'm starting to see hybrid here a little bit higher at 743.51, I'm going to mark a line here. I don't know if we have enough room to get to the next level is the issue that it draws. Okay, here we go. All right, team, firm candle below 734.25. You ready? 2, 1, and staying away. Firm candle took out that other level, but does not go through the original level we had. So we'll stay off of it for now. Stacy, you were down $900 today, but because of your coaching, taking a break and looking at price action, you're now only down $90. Stacy, congrats on that. That is a huge, huge accomplishment. Like that's literally $900. So, or I'm sorry, $810 of profit back into your account. Absolutely wonderful. Good work. It's interesting when you just put a calm approach to this, isn't it? Miles, you don't like this range, buddy? I do. I like it. 734 is 25 is really confirmed with lots of drawdown to the 733.18 region. Some wicks and some snappy stuff in there. And then we got 734.96 with plenty of room up to that 735-ish region. 57 up to 735 and then highs of the day. I think this range is good, man. And it's been whipping it in here a lot, confirming both sides. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, absolutely it has. Kush, absolutely. My emotional part of trading has been very, very good lately. And honestly, when I have red trades, like it don't get me wrong, like guys, I don't want to have red days, but it's just part of the process we pay. Like it's impossible to be right every time. Wish we could be, but it's just not. It's not realistic at all. Okay, Miles, that sounds better, buddy. I'm starting to like this little lower level down in here with all these little dojis in this candle respecting it at that red wick to the finest. However, I think we're so aggressive with these moving the way they are. I think we're really threading that tight to get to the top side of it. But I'm going to mark it just for fun. Huh, Charlie. Perfect reactions to resistance and now pumping through it. 1 minute to go. 741s. Once again, team, sizing very small compared to what I was on my first couple of trades using that wide stop again. It does need to be decisively firm and above 734.96, guys. Twenty seconds. Gonna give it to a SPY or what? 14 seconds. Well, that level's super confirmed now. Get going. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and staying away. Tricky little SPY. Uh, this is a real strong candle. You've got pretty high probabilities to get you up into these wicks, but I would just be very quick to go risk free on this. You're good, Steve. Yeah, if you took it, you'd have been filled at 140 ish, 141 ish, and currently at 152, 154, 153. Yeah, that trade worked good. Okay, team, my overarching where it's marked at, I'm going to use the top of the wick here. I'm not very concerned with this, right? This here, we are in it, we re-entered here, and this is a retracement and it never breaks the structure. So I'm going to hold true to this level here. I'm going to be very, very quick to get to profits if it lets us. And then ideally we go to the highs of the day with a good strong entry here if it allows us to, provided it doesn't leave without us. Hmm. All right, team 111. Seven. Let's go with the 741 calls pulled up team. Size accordingly. Keep yourself green. This is a big candle team, so gonna need that wide stop. 30 seconds. Firm candle anywhere firm, and I'm in this. 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and buying here. Filled at 167. No stop. Taking half their team at 180. Stops at break even. All right, team. No surprise here to see that reject right around those bodies up to the top there. Let's just see if we stay alive in this thing. We got really good percentages off from that one. Not quite that full 10%, but like 8 or so. So we can stay alive here in this. And stopped at break even. Okay, team, 30 seconds or so to go. Bear with me. Let's focus up here. Resistance to the top, double top forming with this green wick, rejecting that, moving support extremely aggressively and high to the top of this red green wick here. This hammer candle closes red and firm below that. I'm going to ride this down, hopefully through this green candle and back to this green line in here. This is very assertive, but let's give it a go. And then firm and above 736.21, we're back in calls. Ryan Anderson, I mean, dude, I don't know what to tell you other than reach out to TradingView and see if they can't fix it for you, man. I know that's not the answer you're looking for, buddy, but I don't have a way to fix that, bud. I mean, unless someone else has had the problem, the way I see it is you're going to spend 2.5 hours or longer of your life trying to figure it out and not probably not get anywhere where you could just send them an email or a chat and have it fixed in 10, 15 minutes, man. TradingView is pretty quick. We pay them a lot of money. Let them solve the problem. It looks like Ryan Fogel has already got the answer for you. So many Ryans. All right, team, 1 minute to go. Puts below 735.77. Super aggressive, so be aware of that. But high reward with medium risk there. We will need a stop to try to like protect this area in here at 736.44. So I don't think we'll need quite as wide of a stop if we do get our puts. $7.28s are pulled up. Firm and below support. 20 seconds. Firm candle team, and I'm in this. Just need firm. 13 seconds. 7 seconds. Be ready for firm. 3, 2, 1, and buying here. Filled at 140. No stop. Come on. A little bit more. A little bit more. Taking half their team at 150. Filled at 149. Stop at break even. We'll make up the rest on the backside. There's your 150 again. If you didn't get them off, go. And stopped at break even. All right, team. It's a lot of trades. That's 4 trades, 3 green, 1 red. If you're sized appropriately, you would be very, very green on the session and the day. So anybody got any questions before we wrap this up? Ryan, thanks for posting that for everyone in there. I'll see if I can't get Joyce C to pin that to the top for everyone to read how to enable that real-time data, buddy. I appreciate you doing that. Steve Johnson, how can you determine if you're sized appropriately? So Steve, relative to what your weekly goal is, call it 2%. You should be sized somewhere between 10 and 12% of your account on that goal, right? And the closer that you get to that 2% or 2.5% of your weekly goal, then you start sizing away from that to protect it. And then you should have a hard line in the sand of what your daily loss limit is and what your weekly loss limit is. And that can vary depending on what your risk tolerance is, guys. Ooh, kind of want to take more calls here. You got it, Steve. Nick, you're welcome, my man. You got a few extra bucks in your pocket after fighting back being down 4%. Let's ride. Good work, bro. Yeah, Ryan, you're not wrong about that, man, but I'm fine with answering questions for people. But but you're definitely not wrong. You're not the first people are that are asking some of these questions. You're definitely not the first ones with it. All right, team. I'm not going to take another trade. I am really, really good on the day, and we've had a hell of a week. So let's get back after it tomorrow morning. I'll be on at 10 a.m. with it. Let's get it let's finish it strong. All right, ladies and gents, y'all have a great day. See ya.